Okay, here are your 4 people. And me.
General anxiety disorder and their symptoms. Did you know there are 7 major types of anxiety disorder, according to scientific studies? Each one of them can manifest themselves in different forms and can cause hundreds of symptoms. Regardless of which type of anxiety that you or your loved one may be struggling with, all anxiousness is not isolated and it's not simple. The most common widespread form of anxiety is generalized anxiety disorder, also known as GAD. It affects tens of millions of people throughout the world. And as the spouse of a sufferer with general anxiety disorder, I would like to talk to you about 3 different symptoms of GAD: emotional, behavioral, and physical. For some, just the thought of getting through the day produces anxiety. People diagnosed with GAD usually have previous histories of GAD in their family and or are affected by external circumstances, and in the case of my husband, it was both. He and others with GAD worry compulsively about all kinds of things. The uncontrollable anxiety invites intrusive thoughts in that cause them to feel like they're losing control, and the inability to tolerate certain situations can make them feel like they're losing all sanity. People with this condition, they live in a constant state of dread. And whether or not there's a real or valid reason behind that feeling, they still feel this way. Now, not everyone suffers with the same symptoms. Along with the emotional symptoms, the behavior changes. And most find it hard to relax. Like in the evening when myself and my children are trying to find time to relax and enjoy some quiet time, my husband will at times be unable to enjoy that quiet time because he has a difficult time focusing or concentrating. Some days seem better than others, but it's those days that are worse, where a GAD sufferer may feel so overwhelmed that they put things off and end up avoiding situations completely, like those quiet family moments. Anxiety disorders are real and serious, and according to this website, Anxiety and Depression Association of America, it affects 6.8 million people in the U.S., or it affects adults. It's the 3.1 population of adults in the U.S. Along with these emotions and the behavior changes come physical symptoms. The stomach problems alone can cause a person with GAD to avoid any social activity. The jumpy, tense feelings that have them constantly looking for an exit. And the sleepless nights, well, that leads to muscle aches and only intensifies the chronic worrying that is associated with GAD. In conclusion, GAD is usually, it's an ongoing state of tension over something unrealistic. Anxiety, though, it's a natural part of life and it's normal for anyone. Although this day-to-day feeling of anxiety for no particular reason could mean that you suffer from general anxiety disorder. But not everyone suffers with the same symptoms. However, worries, doubts, and fears over an upcoming speech or a test or finances, that's all natural. The difference between normal worrying and general anxiety disorder is that GAD can be excessive, it can be intrusive, persistent, and oftentimes debilitating. Although I've only briefly discussed 3 symptoms of one anxiety disorder, I hope you have a better understanding of how to recognize whether your worrying is normal or is general anxiety disorder. Thank you.